Thank you very much for inviting me here. Last week I was described by a nice lady from one of the media companies as being vocal. Well, I am going to continue to be vocal. Would you be vocal if somebody wanted to extradite your son to America?
Yes!
For not having committed a crime in this country. So that's what's happening in my little world. Fighting for my son. So if I get a bit blubbery now, you'll just have to excuse me. So how do we come to be in this position? Well, we get in this position because, number one, America wants to exert its jurisdiction seepingly across the world, and they pursue aggressive extradition cases. The second point is that the Blair government, unfortunately, sold us down the river to America as a response to the 9/11 terrorist attacks, and signed this extradition act with America that does not offer any protection to UK citizens, whilst offering greater protections to US citizens. And since this extradition law came into power in the beginning of 2004, not one terrorist has been extradited to America. But America has been seeking to extradite people from this country who have never set foot in America. You'll all have heard about Gary McKinnon, a man with Asperger's syndrome. He's charged with hacking into American organisations, and so they've been trying to get him over there for 10 years. And do you know why they want to get him over there? The American ambassador has made statements to David Burrows MP that the reason they are suing Gary McKinnon for extradition is because he mocked them. Well, how long has it been a crime to take the bloody mickey out of somebody? And then we have Christopher Tappin, a retired businessman, never been to America. They set up an FBI sting operation to trap him and say that he made batteries for the Iraq War. He never made batteries for the Iraq War, and the FBI set up an illegal sting operation to illegally entrap him and then plant an offence on him. And then there's my son, Richard O'Dwyer, a Sheffield University student, as a hobby, in his spare time, in his university bedroom, well, not his university bedroom, his digs bedroom, which provided links to films and TV shows on the internet. His website held no infringing content at all, just provided those little blue links that you might get on an email. When you click on it, it takes you to somewhere else on the internet. You don't watch the thing on your email, you go off on the internet and watch it. Well, that's what Richard did. That alleged offence, by the way, is not an offence in this country under copyright legislation. On top of that, I have a letter from the DPP, Keir Starmer, stating that Richard's case was not and still is not considered to be a serious matter. So I ask the question, why is this government still using extradition to deal with a non-serious matter? Nick Clegg's not here today. What's he doing actually? I did invite him along and he's not here, is he? Not Mr Cameron. I know the government is supposedly reviewing the extradition law, but a recent motion carried in Parliament unanimously was one to ask for urgent reform. And urgent means get your finger out and let's be doing it fast. Because last Friday, two people, Christopher Tappin and my son, were both rubber stamped for extradition to America. And this is totally wrong. There is no protection for British citizens. If Richard O'Dwyer has committed an offence in this country, well, let's have some police round and arrest arrest him and charge him for it. He doesn't need to go to America. We've got a perfectly legitimate justice system in this country. And David Cameron, if you're listening on Twitter later, and Nick Clegg, get a grip, look at the situation and deal with it, because the Home Office is rubber stamping extraditions every day and throwing our citizens to the wolves in America. So thanks for letting me be vocal again, and I will continue. Thank you very much. Follow me on Twitter, send me your video, let's see if get this out of my Mozart. Go wild on Twitter again like we did yesterday. Thank you very much.
Twitter address.
And by the way, I do support all what you're saying about the cuts as well.
Twitter address.
Twitter address is @JRODwyer. Hashtag Richard O. You'll get there, or hashtag extradition. Thank you very much.